Since vintage is the new thing, the Sooners decided to jump back in the Wayback Machine, bring some throwbacks for y'all. So we got to talk about it because I'm pretty excited about these new unis. And they retired an old one yesterday that, I felt like we needed to retire anyway. So let's dive into what that means for the Sooners and what that means for you as fans, because these bad boys are not ready for sale. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. All right. So Oklahoma is going into the 100-year anniversary. And in this anniversary, there's going to be themes for every home game this coming season. Now, this was announced March-ish, May-ish of the year. And these are the themes that we're going to go with, right? So you'll have the Temple games, going to have Barry Switzer's era. You're going to have Houston, Bud Wilkinson. You've got Tulane, the Benny Owens era. Tennessee is going to be record performances. South Carolina, Sooner magic moments. Maine, fan favorite moments. And then Alabama will be the Bob Stoops era. Perfect selection for that game, by the way. But I digress. The big one is going to be Bud Wilkinson now, because that is when we get to see a new jersey. So the Sooners dropped this video here. And when we saw the video, we're like, okay, watching it, you see some movement and everything. And then all of a sudden, boom, see a player with a new jersey. You see Brent Venables popping up here, looking like Bud Wilkinson in that same classic University of Oklahoma shirt and holding the football. Looks like he's been heavy on the steps as well as the weight room. Shout out to Coach Venables staying in shape like he does, because, man, he looking a little yoked there, right? But they're going to be paying homage to Bud Wilkinson era and going to rock these new jerseys. So as y'all see them, according to the press release, shout out to my folks over there at Sooners Wire, it's going to resemble the jerseys worn from 1946 to 1956, back in the 47-game winning streak era, going 61 in bowl games, as well as 11-3 record-wise. An era when Oklahoma was really building up on that brand, really extending to the next level that we need to. And now we're trying to go back to that era and try to implement some of those winning ways here going into the SEC. Because we know the SEC is going to be a challenge. But outside of it being a challenge, we know that our goal here is to be successful. And so you get the jerseys, crimson, the white with the stripe, white pants, right? And they look good. They look clean. When I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, man. I just need them to add this as an alternative on the road and throw that white helmet on them road jerseys, right? That would satisfy your boy, because I would love a full icy white setup. Talking to my boy PG, he said he was like a black. And if we did all black setup, I want it to be cream accents with like hints of crimson around. Just because we don't really wear the cream that much, mainly because the cream kind of looks weird on a football jersey, right? It doesn't look bad. It just looks weird, right? Cream pants with it just doesn't feel like it goes. So I would like for them to bring that with those cream accents based upon the actual team colors. That would be legit. But these jerseys are fire to me, man. I am a big fan of this look. I like the aesthetic with it. I love the stripes. A very simple addition, but which stays close to tradition while also adding a little bit of pizzazz or flair. Yeah. Also, these dudes look huge, right? PJ looks huge. Dejon Terry looks ginormous, right? Jacob Sexton looks like he's ready to beat somebody up. Gentry Williams is prepared to go be an All-American. Gavin Sawchuk. Yeah, all of them are rocking it. And again, Brent Venables out here looking all yoked. Y'all have seen in those pictures. But, so that one's the new jersey coming in. Hop in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that new look. You gonna buy you one? Who won't buy me one? I would love for y'all to get me one. Kidding. You don't have to buy me anything. But of course, my mailbox information is in the description if you ever feel the need to. But no, I'm hyped on that white. Like I said, I want the white helmet. That's the one thing that jumped out. Now, other jerseys wise, we've had a retirement in the jersey world. No, the anthracite ones are still here. The Uni 2 ones are still here, which I like them. They're different. So, and it's something that you don't wear all the time. So I don't mind it because they're different. It's not something that you would really use as a quote-unquote alternative often. usually use it for a particular theme. So I like that one. I have no issue with that sticking around, but this is the one I wasn't really feeling anyway. The Rough Rider uniform. Get that bad boy gone. And to me, my only beef I've had with them, it's similar to this when it comes to like Oklahoma, your Ohio State, your Alabamas of the world, honestly, even USC's, Michigan. They have an old school traditional look of their jerseys that just stays the same and transcends time, to where when you get too busy, when you get like an Oregon, when you get like an Oklahoma State, a Maryland, where you got all these 8 bajillion color combinations and looks, to me, it muddies the water for those that have, when you're a blue blood, Nebraska, even add them in there, keeping that traditional look makes sense. I like the new blood to do the new school looks. That's cool. I actually love TCU's look. I love when Oregon does their alternatives and different types. I enjoy them. I just don't want Oklahoma to ever do it, because I just want Oklahoma to stay plain Jane simple, traditional look. And so these Rough Rider ones was one that I just was not fond of. And the reason I really wasn't fond of it, and it's funny because when I look at it, it's nitpicky. It is. I know it is. But I felt like these jerseys felt like they were busy. I guess it's the collar piece. They just felt busy without being busy, right? I love that white helmet with the stripe. I just wish we wore that with white jerseys. Now, I may have actually liked the Rough Riders a little bit more if they matched helmet with jersey. But because it went alternative, it just felt busy to me. It felt like so much was going on when so much really wasn't going on, right? I don't know. It was messing with my brain in that regard. But those bad ones are now retired. We're going to have your standard ones, and then you're going to have the Bud Wilkinson era ones, which those probably going to stick around for a while just because, like I said, they're super simple. And then the Anthracite, the Unity jerseys will also stay alive. So that's that latest update on looks. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. How do y'all feel about that? What y'all think about Oklahoma going back to old school? Is there any other old school jerseys you would like to see Oklahoma bring back? Love to hear from y'all with that. Because the funny thing is, there's not very many because, I mean, we're pretty traditional. So that's why you don't have as many throwbacks. But that white stripe helmet, gonna hit. You made it this far, like the content, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We would love for y'all to join this family of college football fans. We talk OU football, SEC football, and college football in general. Having a blast doing it. All right, y'all know we'll be live on Sunday as tradition. We'll talk more practice stuff. If I'm correct, they should have a scrimmage coming up soon. They usually do a couple of scrimmages before, in preparation for the season. And I know that the insiders will have some great reports on that. So we'll check that out, see what that looks like. And let's go from there. We'll talk soon. Peace.